This health webcast has been prepared by Jose Perez de la Cruz for the People for People project of the Terence Higgins Trust. Today we will cover CD4 counts and what they mean. Those living with HIV and receiving regular care will be familiar with the two common tests they undergo when attending their health care provider, namely the viral load test and the CD4 count. These tests are used to measure how well your body is controlling your HIV. The specific purpose of the CD4 count is to assess the state of your immune system. CD4 cells, also known as T lymphocytes, are a crucial cell of the immune system, which recognize invading pathogens and signal other immune system cells to begin fighting disease. These are the very cells HIV attacks and eventually destroys through its replication process. Eventually HIV destroys these cells quicker than the body can make them, impairing the body's ability to fight infection. Even in individuals without HIV, CD4 counts can vary quite a lot, anywhere from 500 cells per cubic millimeter up to 1800 cells per cubic millimeter and occasionally more. Once the CD4 count drops below 500 cells per cubic millimeter, the body's ability to fight infection becomes compromised. By 450, the opportunistic infections typically associated with AIDS can begin. In the UK and a number of other countries, national treatment guidance states that HIV medication should not be started until the CD4 drops to 350. Many scientists and doctors believe this to be a mistake, because once the CD4 count is at 350, there is already a considerable degree of damage to the immune system. This doesn't mean the body cannot recover. Indeed, once medication is started, the immune system and CD4 count can in most cases return to normal, or at least recover some ability to fight infection. This is the case even in advanced disease. Such arbitrary benchmarks for commencing therapy are, however, subjecting large numbers of people to needless morbidity. Another reason for starting therapy early is that those who start treatment earlier tend to have better treatment outcomes in the long term. Furthermore, the more people we can get onto treatment and WHO's viral load we can get to undetectable levels, the more we can reduce transmission. The clinical definition of when HIV becomes AIDS is also related to CD4 count. The Centers for Disease Control HIV staging criteria, the one most commonly used globally, defines AIDS as a CD4 count below 200. At this stage, the body's ability to fight infection is so severely compromised that common infections can result in death. It must be pointed out that if someone has HIV and is suffering from certain opportunistic infections such as CAPOSIS sarcoma, pneumocystis pneumonia or toxoplasmosis with a CD4 count above 200, they may still be diagnosed with AIDS. Below 150 and a person basically has no functioning immune system at all. Once a person is on medication and their CD4 begins to rise above 200, they would no longer considered clinically to have AIDS.